Hi guys. Sorry it's taking me so long to get this video out. I wanted to get it out quite a bit sooner, but you know, get busy and there's a lot of things that I have to take care of. So basically what I want to go through here is a really quick overview of Teams and some of the features and functionality that we have now that we're using it. But before I do that even, I would highly suggest downloading the app for Windows or OS 10 if that's what you're using, because that makes it a lot easier because you can run this directly out of your desktop the same way you would Microsoft Word, and it pushes notifications to you on your computer. It makes the whole experience a lot more seamless. Okay, so if you're having any problems editing or opening your assignment, that's going to be right here. But basically what I want to do is I want to go through all the channels that we have here, what the purpose of all of them are, and start there. Okay, so I can go over to here and go to Manage Team, and I get a full display of the channel description. And so General is if you don't know where to post, post there, and then somebody can direct you somewhere else. Coding Corner is not auto-favorited for everybody, but if you're somebody that enjoys coding, this is a place that you can talk about that. Feedback, general feedback that you guys have for me when it comes to the class, or features you'd like me to integrate into our team, you can do that there. Homework study group, this is meant to help you guys collaborate on the homework, both the homework that I give and the homework that is assigned for WebAssign. As I go through some of this, you're going to see why you're going to want to use this and how seamless it actually can be. Meetup is a place to introduce yourself or to find other people that you'd like to form a study group with in person. Other classes I added in case you guys want to talk about your calculus class or chemistry or something, you can do that there. The pacing guide calendar, you guys will remember that I sent out that email that has the calendar on it. I just wanted to make sure that everybody was able to install that. I'll probably go through that process in class tomorrow. PogChamp. PogChamp is for shocking things that people do that you think are really cool with their computers that you'd like to learn how to do, or if you know how to do something kind of cool, you can post that there. That one's not by default for everybody, but if you're interested in that kind of stuff, you can add that. Random or off topic is where you can post memes or anything else that doesn't fit in any of these other channels. And now we're getting down to the stuff that we're going to be using this for in class tomorrow. So in class, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using Teams in order to do a couple of assignments in class. And in doing that, you guys are going to be able to use a lot of the features that are built into this that I'm going to talk about. And you're going to probably have a lot of fun, actually, because I think it's going to be really interesting to be able to use this in person, live, in the same room, but then be able to talk to all the other people in the room and see how the conversation is developing around the problems that I'm giving you guys. So there's one for each section there. STEM and Chill is kind of like Random, only it's a little bit more directed towards STEM, so if you have any interesting videos that you like to share about math or science or engineering, that's a good place for it. And Tech Support. Tech Support is very, very important. This is a channel that if you're having technical difficulties with software or generally need help with understanding how this ecosystem works, that's the place that you want to go. There are already a couple of threads in there that are going to be helpful for you to figure out how to use a lot of this stuff. We've been talking about a lot of the issues that some of you guys have been having, and if you go there, you can read some of the conversations that have already transpired, and a lot of them are probably things that you have questions about yourself, or if you're stuck somewhere. Somebody else was stuck earlier today, and I talked to them about it there, and you can read that response, and you can fix the problem for yourself. Okay, so now that we've gone through all the channels, you can see here that some of them are auto-favorited, but what you can actually do is you can choose whether or not you want it to be favorited, and if it's not favorited, then it's not going to appear here. So if you see that there are channels that you don't use or that you don't want, you can get rid of them. So if you don't want Coding Corner, you could go over here to where Coding Corner is. And actually, it's yeah, you could favorite it or unfavorite it. That's up to you. Now somebody just posted something. Okay, so Now, what I want to do is I want to continue talking about some of the additional features. I'm going to do this in our other channel just so that you guys don't have to see me typing things while I'm going here. So there's two important messages, in a sense, that you can send in Teams. There are conversations and there are replies. So what a conversation will do is it will open a new big box like this, okay? Or if I have one that is just isolated by itself, I can show you an example. So here's Liam. Liam started a conversation here, and so if people wanted to reply to the specific thing that Liam's talking about, they can click reply here, and then they can add to the conversation. What you find is that there are some topics where a lot of people are talking about them. You can collapse this conversation, and then you can see all of the rest of the things in here. Okay, so the reason why this is really nice to have is because it keeps us all organized. We have a box for the conversation, and then we have all the things that are going along with that conversation. And you can open and close it, and you can minimize it or maximize it, depending on if you want to read that whole thing or not. And the reason why we want to keep this organized like this is a utility for everybody, and so we want to try to make sure that it's readable and it's usable. Okay, so if you want to start a conversation, you come down here, and there's a lot of special options that you can have if you go to Format. So if you go to Format, you have your standard bold, italic, underline. You can highlight your text. You can change the font color, font size. You can make a list. So if I wanted to do the things that you need to do for class tomorrow, I could make a list here, and then I could send that out in general, and then you guys would know what you would need to do. Now, inserting a link, if you have a link from a website, you can use that. Quotes, just some special formatting. And if you're into coding, this is kind of cool because you can open this up right here. And this actually will identify different types of coding. So if I do something in C, just do a for loop. So this is going to be for int I equals 0, I plus plus I is less than 5. It won't auto-detect it, but you can actually go over here and then it'll format this so that it's more readable. It highlights things so that you can see what color that is. So if you're into coding and you want to go to Coding Corner, that's a very useful tool. Discard those changes. Anything else? You can change the different types of headings, or if it's a paragraph. And then this one, I'll probably be the one that'll use this the most. This is to mark something as important. But please don't overuse this because it takes away from the things that are actually important. So really, I'm the only one that should be using that one. Okay, so there's some other things that you can attach here. So you can go to recent files that are in the team. You can browse things that are in other channels. You have access to your OneDrive. Everybody has a OneDrive from UC, and you can also upload files from your computer. Then we have some fun things that you can do here. So you have emojis. These are all coded in such a way that you see how it has a laugh with the parentheses around it. If I actually just type here, if I do laugh, it'll autocomplete to that emoji. So if you learn those shortcuts, it's pretty handy. You can add GIFs from Giphy. You can add stickers. This is a very important feature that I'm going to talk about a little bit later. You can search Wikipedia. So if I want to pull down an article from Wikipedia, I can type it in here, and I want to do the Apollo missions. Apollo 5. Apollo 5 is the rocket. Okay, so we pull this in, and then we have our article. We can also do YouTube, so we can add that as well. And then there's a couple of other things that we can add here. These are extensions. If you guys see something in the extensions that you want, just let me know, and I'll see if it's something that's worth adding. Okay, so that's everything that you would do if you're going to create a new conversation. But there are also important things that you can do when it comes to if there's a conversation present here already, you can link it. So, for instance, or you can get a link for it. So you can copy the link, So if this was like a really important conversation, somebody was talking about, actually this one happens to be because this is a problem that I had to fix that I think a lot of you guys have. I wanted you to be able to see this, so you can copy the link, and you can go over here, and then that's what I did here. So you see how this link will connect you back over to this conversation. Okay. So if you know of something that's important that somebody else needs to see, or you want to show somebody something that you were reading before that somebody else had said, you can copy the conversation, you can get a link to the conversation, you can send it. Now if you want to keep a conversation for yourself for later, because you know you're going to need it because it's important, you can save this message. So if you click Save This Message, I actually think I had saved that already, so it unsaved it. But save the message, brings it up here, and then you can go to saved. That'll show you where this conversation. It'll link you back to that conversation, so you have it for later. Okay. So that's all the stuff here. You can give a thumbs up. I don't know exactly how the thumbs up work. It's not quite clear to me. I think it actually does bring things further down. If it's important. So try to use this if you see something that's particularly helpful or useful. Use a thumbs up to keep it relevant in the overall page. Okay, so that's all the stuff over here. What did I have? Linking, saving, and favoriting conversations. Yeah, the other thing is try to post in existing conversations and don't make new ones unnecessarily. And make sure you're reading the conversations that other people are having, because a lot of the issues that you guys are going to have, both with the software side of things and from the physics side of things, are issues that other people already have. So if you read the conversations that other people have written or that I've replied to, I'm probably going to be answering a question that you have yourself. And so that way I don't need to repeat myself multiple times. Okay, so like saving message, creating links, screen sharing, and video chatting. Okay, so this was the other really important one that I was talking about. And let me go back over to it's the faculty page, so that I'm not spamming this unnecessarily. Okay, so if you do this Meet Now command, or this click this down here, I'm just going to make this a meeting. Click Meet, and then it's going to show nothing right now, but because I don't have my other camera set up. But then what you can do is you can open a share tray. And so what this does is it lets you pick screens that you want to share. So you see how my screen's got this red box around it now? Now everybody that is on Teams, on our team, can see what I'm capping on this screen right now. So for instance, if I wanted to show you guys something that I was working on, so for instance, I could screen cap my tablet. So if I want to write something, I can show it to you that way, and it's all built in. Okay, so let's stop sharing here. The next thing and the last thing, and this is the important one for tomorrow, is the fact that you can open the class notebook in a different window. And you might not realize, I didn't realize at first what that would be useful for, and you guys might not yet either. But the reason why this is important is because if I open it up in a new window, I can use all of the other channels on the side. And so the reason why we want to be able to do this is because, like I said, tomorrow we're going to be using this in class. And so, yeah, that's fine. Resume editing here. Yeah. The problem is it's going to my desktop app and not it's not going to my browser. But I could pull this up here, and then we have these side by side. Now, normally what's here wouldn't just be loading; it would be whatever file you were opening. But then what I can do, I can come down to here, and then I have all my chat. And so, like I said, what we're going to be doing tomorrow is we're going to be working on some problems in class, and everybody's going to be able to talk here, and everybody's going to be able to see the conversations that are being had. And you're going to be able to share ideas. You're going to be able to talk to the people around you. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting anyway. Okay, I think that's about all I have to say, but like I said, make sure that big things to keep in mind. Try not to start new conversations. If there's one that exists already that's answering your questions, make sure that you're reading the other threads or the other conversations so that you have some idea of the things that have been talked about already before you ask a question. Because what I'm probably going to do if you start a new conversation and then there is something existing already, initially I'll point you to where it is, but eventually I'm just going to ignore it because I can't manage everybody individually like this. But this is made in such a way that I don't have to. If I say something to one of you, all of you can see it. You just need to look for it. Okay. So it can be a little bit intimidating, I understand that, and not everybody's really tech savvy, but try it for a while. We're going to be using it more extensively. You're going to get used to it. And I think you're going to realize that this is actually a really, really useful tool. And maybe you'll introduce it to some of your friends and you can help them learn it too. Okay, so that's going to be it. I'll see you guys when I see you then.